And now on the line is Pierre Klein from ATD. Pierre, welcome to the programme.
Yes, good afternoon. Well, almost, I don't know. Well, anyway, we are just at the end of the Festivals of Nations, and thank you for calling me.
Yeah, okay. I'm disappointed that I wasn't able to go to the festival this year. I was planning to go, but something else came up and I couldn't go. Can you tell us what the festival was like this year compared to previous years?
Oh, yeah. First, it was the third time the Diversity and Multicultural Initiative and ATD, with the support of Dublin City Council, did something. But this year, Dublin City Council involved the fundings of the Northeast Inner City initiative from the Taoiseach office, and so there was a possibility to improve and to make it better and bigger, and indeed it was bigger and for sure much more inspiring and with a great crowd. I guess there was an attendance close to 1,000 people in the park, a big stage with really very powerful performances from all over the world, and around 30 stands from different countries, from Russia, Ukraine to Bolivia, Peru to Poland and the EU. So it was really diversity and togetherness, as we thought the motto of the event will be. So no, it was really a big success. And what happened this afternoon was that, of course, we had a really great sunny and warm weather, but what showed how much it was interesting is the Lord Mayor, Mayor Ring, was supposed to come at 2:30 and stay a little bit, and he came at 2:30. He made a first speech, and then he really took time. He was so struck by the quality of the stand and the performers that he stayed. I don't want to say, but he stays almost 1 hour and a half, and at the end, he wanted to go back to the stage just to say thank you and to say welcome to all these people. I think he was really moved by what he saw. So that's just an example of what happened this afternoon.
And you're saying, that's brilliant. You're saying the festival, this is the third year of the festival, and it's true to say it's grown over the last 3 years, isn't it?
Yeah. Of course, we ATD all together in Dignity, we were involved with Carol Azam and Diversity and Multicultural Initiative last year. And in a certain way, last year, Carol didn't get the same type of support from Dublin City Council, but she got some different grants. But unfortunately, the weather was not the weather of today. That was one point, but basically it was at least 3 times bigger in terms of performers and in terms of country attending and presenting some their culture, some their music, some others their cuisine, their food. So it was really very, very diverse, and the people were the green of Mountjoy Square was full of people sitting, people standing. In front of the stage, there were probably 400 people just looking at the performers. Yeah, we were really impressed.
I just have another couple more questions, Hans. Or
yes?
I won't keep, because I know I've been working hard all day, so I won't keep you much longer. But I saw a tweet on Twitter, and the Gardaí had a stand as well, didn't they?
Yes, that was so funny, so nice. You know, they had one of their new mobile office, and they presented it. But of course, the hit or the best seller of the Gardaí was their car. So the kids could could dress as a Gardaí and go into the car and others. So, it was really a community event. We really felt that there were people from Dublin 1 attending, but of course it was also a very international event in terms of attendance from people from all over the world, a lot of Brazilians, a lot of Chinese people, a lot of Mexican people, a lot of Polish people, I met Dutch people, Korean people, and of course, what was also nice that Paris Point, the travelers had a stand, which I find makes very much sense when we are looking at culture and ethnicity. So this was really great, and we as ATD we had various activities. The key activity was the workshop "Your Rights Are Written in Stone," where we invited people to discover the story of the Human Rights and Poverty Stone, which is in Dublin 1 on Custom House Quay, and then we invited them to decorate stones, which will be used to mark the 10th anniversary of the Human Rights and Poverty Stone on the quays on the 17th of October, which is End Poverty Day.
There was a stand at the festival about the global goals of the UN, wasn't there?
Yeah, exactly. Well, it was a nice initiative because we had some documents from the Belgian embassy about Belgium, and we had also some support from the French embassy to present a little bit of France. But the fact that the Queen of the Belgians, Mathilde, is one of the 17 advocates chosen by the United Nations to promote the SDGs, the 2030 agenda. So we made it something like a kind of, the Belgian and the French did well in the World Cup, but now we have world goals to score, and these world goals are the global goals for sustainable development. So we almost had. It was an awareness-raising activity because a lot of people still don't know about these goals. So we had some volunteers who were presenting a soccer ball, presenting all the goals, and it was an opportunity to explain what the goals are, and then they could choose the goal they want to score. And so it was the connection: France, Belgium, the World Cup, and the world goals. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have loved to visit that stand. I would have loved to have seen the parade you had at the start as well. Was that good, yeah?
Oh, that was really great, yeah. Of course, we had a parade also with the goals and with, I guess, well, let's say 300 people walked at the parade. It was not yet the time when everybody was there listening to the music. It was early in the afternoon, but yet we walked around the square, and we had two bands. One is Masemba. I must say, I don't remember the name of the other band, who were making it really dynamic. And of course, it was an opportunity to show all the flags of all the country represented at the festival.
Okay, to finish up here, do you have a message to our listeners about the festival, and also maybe about next year's festival?
Yeah, well, the first message is that what we saw this afternoon is that really diversity and togetherness is possible, and it's rich, and it's full of humanity, and it's full of culture. So we know that all over Europe, and maybe in some situation in Ireland too, there is a kind of reluctance to welcome refugees or migrants. But this afternoon was here to show that there is another way to experience this togetherness, as all the kind of troubles we think migration could create. It was an afternoon where the Lord Mayor of Dublin was thanking the people to have chosen Ireland and to bring all their richness to Ireland. So this is the first message. The second message is we just spoke about the global goals. I mean, for us, for ATD, the next big public event will be the third anniversary of the adoption of the 2030 agenda for a better world for the planet and for all of us. So we invite people to be careful about what's going to happen around the 25th of September, which will be a global day worldwide of action for SDGs. Yeah, that's basically it. And we for next year we are dreaming now of a 2-day festival with a big concert in the evening of the first day. So maybe this will happen, but for sure, what happened this year gives to everyone we were convinced that something like that has to be repeated and probably even improved bigger and better.
Seo é Radio Pobl Tuisgurt, Baile Átha Cliath, Amir Nóca FM.